Coming up on this week's edition of the Met Report, we say goodbye to the regular season and hello to the RMAC tournament. Our teams are hooping it up in round one.
Also, Dave Reiser gives us a unique perspective on the self-obsessed world of La La Land.
And a man dead and a girl in critical condition. Is it safe to walk the streets of downtown Denver? Students chime in on how they navigate through the chaotic big city. All this and much more coming up on the Met Report. Welcome to this week's edition of the Met Report. I'm Benjamin Smith.
And I'm Peter Aragon. Well, Metro State students are always in a hurry, running from class to work to lunch, and sometimes we just get caught up in the rush of everyday life. Cynthia Maldonado tells us we need to be more aware as we make our way around the Auraria campus.
There have been several high-profile accidents that have been in the news this past week. One of them happened just a few blocks away from the Auraria campus. On Wednesday morning, February 27th, an East High School student was victim of a hit and run. Dee Bridgman was walking across the intersection of Colfax and Elizabeth Avenue when she was struck by a car running a red light. Currently, the victim is at Denver Health with severe head injuries but remains in stable condition. The Met Report went around and asked Auraria campus students what they do to keep track of their surroundings while commuting.
I never have my iPod in, so I make sure I can hear everything, and I make sure to pay attention if there's a car coming up behind me or something like that, get to the side of the road.
1 week later, the 10th and Osage Light Rail Station was closed for 2 hours after a man was hit by the train early in the morning. The man was taken to a local hospital but was pronounced dead later that day. These are the tips given by students on how to commute safely.
RTD published a report saying, don't have any audio devices in near the light rail.
Just maybe walk with somebody, even if you don't know them, kind of just go in a group.
With so many students commuting to campus every day, the possibility of an accident is very high. For the Met Report, Cynthia Maldonado.
Every March, the Auraria campus holds its annual Clothesline Project. The purpose of the project is to bring awareness to interpersonal violence by decorating t-shirts. Everyone is welcome to decorate a shirt through the month of March. On April 1st, all the clothing that was decorated will be hung throughout the Tivoli until the end of the semester. Students can decorate shirts at the following locations: the Phoenix Center at Auraria, the Institute for Women's Studies and Services, and CU Denver Student Life. All supplies are provided for students and are free. Students are encouraged to stop by any of the locations and decorate a shirt.
Well, at Metro, you have a good chance of coming across a student facing a disability. Have you ever wondered about their struggle they face daily? Andrew Bauer had an opportunity to get a closer look at one of these students.
Imagine walking to class every day with your eyes closed. Would you get lost?
I get lost every day.
This is Isabalu Johnson, or Ethan. Ethan is no stranger to struggle. His journey here from Ethiopia, as well as his attendance to Metro State, is truly incredible considering he is legally blind. Every day he must navigate Metro's campus essentially blindfolded, running the risk of running into people and objects or getting lost.
You can't be afraid. You have to just go.
Ethan's journey to America is a miracle in itself. While he was hospitalized there, a woman who he simply named Sherry was looking around for kids that needed homes. During her search, she stumbled upon Ethan and saw something special.
The doctors brought her in and told her about me and my history, and she said, "I'm sorry, and I'll try to find you a family in America," which at that time I had no idea what America was.
But he would find out soon. Sherry found Ethan a family that would take him, and soon he found himself in the land of freedom and opportunity. Opportunity that he believes makes America superior to any country in the world.
Anyone that comes here or that lives here has the opportunity to become what they want to become. It's just whether they want to put the effort into it.
Ethan puts in more effort attending school each day than most of us do in an entire year. He's an inspiration to all Metro students, showing us the value of the opportunity that we're given here. For the Met Report, Andrew Bauer.
Well, if you happen to see Ethan on campus, don't be shy to hold the door open for him or help him out if he looks lost. You may just get a new, very inspirational friend.
MSU Denver has a wonderful art program that provides students with many opportunities and experiences. Daniel Chavez was a Metro art student and has gone on to pursue his love for the fine arts. Nancy Miramontes has more.
Today, I'm at the studio of Daniel Chavez, who used to be a student at Metro State University of Denver. He's recognized for his murals. Come on, let's take a look inside. Daniel Chavez started his experience at Metro. He was especially fond of his art classes.
Metro State was the first college I went to directly out of high school. So I definitely did enjoy it right off the bat. I felt that their art program was excellent.
Daniel even painted the Roadrunner logo that was in the Tivoli before the name change.
That one was actually contracted by, I believe it was the Student Auxiliary Services.
Painting is not the only thing in this designer's sketchbook.
Club design, I've worked on several nightclubs with J.P. Elliott Interior Architect. I do tattoos, I do a lot of portraits, furniture design, screen printing. I'm recently begun doing my own clothing line as well, and also furniture design.
For the Met Report, I'm Nancy Miramontes.
If you are interested in seeing some of Daniel Chavez's work, visit www.danielchavezmurals.com.
Are you looking for something fun to do next week but don't have any money? Well, the music department has 3 free music concerts being held in the King Center. Come out Tuesday, March 12th to hear a variety of jazz instrumentations, or Wednesday to hear some of Metro's big bands. There will also be another jazz combo night on Thursday, March 14th. All shows are free and open to the public. Each show starts promptly at 7:30 p.m. in the King Center Concert Hall. Free parking is available in the 7th Street garage with a ticket voucher.
MSU Denver always has a great variety of concerts going on throughout the semester, and this month is no different. Monday, March 11th at 7:30 p.m., the music department is presenting its spring choral concert. This concert will feature the women's choir, the men's choir, and the women's chamber choir. Ticket prices range from $5 to $10. All Metro students receive free admission with a valid ID, and free parking is available in the 7th Street garage with your ticket stub. For more information on this and other Metro music events, please call 303-556-3180 or visit www.msudenver.edu/music.
Well, this past Wednesday, Metro students were given an opportunity to take part in a webinar held by Career Services. The webinars take place every first Wednesday of the month and include a variety of professional speakers. This past Wednesday, author and business owner Dana Sardula was the speaker of the hour, giving tips on how to crank up your career profile on LinkedIn. Sardula hit on 5 main points throughout the webinar. First, optimize your LinkedIn profile. Second, build and use your LinkedIn network. Third, invest money into LinkedIn in order to reap all the benefits. Fourth, share your status updates. And fifth, stay positive and have fun. If you missed out on the webinar, don't worry, because you can catch the recorded show at www.msudenver.edu and search LinkedIn.
With summer right around the corner, students are gearing up for a job. Students are no doubt thinking about employment. Many attended a job and internship fair for parks and therapeutic recreation in the Tivoli. With more than 20 different agencies from all over Colorado, students with a major or minor in the recreation field have the opportunity to gain numerous experiences. We spoke to a few students who, because of their love for the outdoors, were here to apply for a higher position.
We have such wonderful opportunities that can either be part-time, seasonal, internship, or eventually we're hoping to go into the career path of being a parks and recreation professional. And that means working in city park and recreation agencies. It could also mean working for nonprofit organizations, as well as therapeutic recreation agencies, or perhaps working in our parks. My seasonal job, I'm a seasonal park ranger.
Well, with graduation right around the corner for us, Ben, LinkedIn and the internships are very important.
Those are definitely things to start working on now that school's wrapping up.
I've had mine for 3 years, my LinkedIn account, haven't used it once.
Same here.
Well, when you come back, how about some hardware? Our basketball teams fight it out with the conference best and try and win that conference tournament title.
Campus employees could be expecting an increase in pay in the upcoming months. Josh Perry tells us how the rise in minimum wage will put a little more in their wallets. We're coming right back.
The Met Report is brought to you today in part by the Health Center at Auraria, a proud sponsor of the Healthy Moves program. Healthy Moves brings Zumba, belly dancing, Nia, Pilates, and yoga classes to Auraria for free as part of tuition and fees. Classes are offered Monday through Friday. You can find the full schedule on the Wellness Channel in Connect You or on the Health Center website at msudenver.edu/healthymoves. Also, real-time updates are on Twitter at BeWellAuraria, and news and events are on Facebook at Health Center at Auraria.
Welcome back. With many students here at Metro participating in the work-study program and even more working for minimum wage, the proposal to increase that wage may have a significant impact for both students and the university. Josh Perry tells us more.
A proposal to increase the national minimum wage to $9 an hour has a lot of people talking. Both employees and employers would be affected by the change. The current minimum wage that many work-study students and other employees of the university make is $7.25 an hour. The increase to $9 an hour would result in a $3,600 a year raise for full-time employees. We spoke to some people on campus to get their opinions.
A lot of the difficulties are just naturally the money doesn't go as far as it should with modern living expenses. You know, it's truly is sometimes rent, power, electricity, water, or food, or your phone bill because you're on call. You know, so it's a mixture of all of that. It's kind of rough.
Behind me is the Student Success Center building here at Metro State University, home of the Human Resources Department. The HR department is tasked with managing all employment here on campus. I spoke with Judy Ziwi to gain a better understanding of what a minimum wage increase might mean for the school.
It depends on what we get funded for by the federal government for work study. If they compensate for that increase, it should be relatively cost neutral. However, if they say, well, the minimum wage is going up, but your funding stays the same, then yes, that will decrease the number of hours that a student could work.
For the Met Report, I'm Josh Perry.
The Colorado Civil Unions Bill SB 11 passed the House Judiciary Committee on March 1st with an 8-3 vote. All Democrats voted in favor, as well as one Republican representative, Carol Murray, Republican from Castle Rock. She made a plea, an emotional plea, stating, quote, "Times change. This bill is about people wanting to take on the commitment. I don't think we have enough people doing that in our society," end quote. The bill now heads to the House Finance Committee and then the House floor for a full debate.
For the first time since the September 11th tragedy, the TSA will lift bans on small pocket knives and sporting equipment in carry-on luggage. Under this new measure, pocket knives that are shorter than 2.3 inches long and less than 1/2 inch thick will be permitted in passenger areas of aircrafts. Knives that lock when open, have a molded hand grip, or that do not fold closed are prohibited. Among those items still forbidden are box cutters, razor blades, dinner knives, and other sharp objects. These changes will take effect starting April 25th of this year. This measure will align United States policy with international regulations currently in effect.
Well, every year, March 8th is recognized as International Women's Day, a day to show appreciation of women, acknowledging their economic, political, and social achievements. It also raises awareness to help improve the situation of women around the world. This year, the theme for International Women's Day is the Gender Agenda, Gaining Momentum. The theme is meant to celebrate the achievements of women while remaining vigilant and tenacious for further substantial change. So Ben, are you going to do anything for International Women's Day for your mom or sisters?
You know, I haven't exactly thought about it, but I'll probably take my mom and 3 sisters out for lunch.
Probably should, and I want to say hi to my mom because I haven't seen her in a while, so.
Right on. Alrighty, now for this edition of Met Report Weather, we've got Jake Holgerson in the studio. Jake, it looks like we've got some bad weather coming up in the weekend.
Are you ready for some snow? Because the sun is going away. Coming up tomorrow on Saturday is 90% chance of snow. 33 in Denver, 32 up in DIA, 37 down in Alamosa. Over on the western side of the slope, we got 45 in Grand Junction, 35 in Gunnison, and 40 in Durango. Coming up on Sunday, it's going to be a lot sunnier out that day. Still expect a little bit of snow. 32 up at DIA, 41 in Denver, 39 down in Colorado Springs, 43 up in Boulder, 46 in Grand Junction, 32 in Gunnison. And up next for the 5-day report. On Monday, you're going to see a little bit warmer temperatures through the week. We're at 50 degrees with a low of 34. Tuesday, we're actually going to get some sun, 56 with a low of 36. Wednesday, it's going to be mostly sunny, but you're going to see some clouds with 60 as a high, 38 as a low. Thursday, you'll see 63 as the warm, 41 as the low. And Friday, 66 and 42. So you're going to see a lot more cloudy days at the end of the week, but you'll see much warmer temperatures than this weekend. Many reports say you're going to see about 6 to 12 inches of snow. Who knows? It's Colorado. We'll check out the Professor Harold with EMET after this.
Are you free April 5th through the 7th? Great! You're just in time to join thousands of media makers, artists, and activists coming to Denver for the National Conference for Media Reform. More information is available with a text to NCMR13 to 32075 or visit conference.freepress.net.
Now and then I get insecure from all the pain. I'm so ashamed. I am beautiful, no matter what they say. Words can't bring me down.
Where I bring Hollywood a mile high.
Aligning the Hollywood stars over Denver.
I'm here to bring you the latest juicy gossip from the mile high to the streets of Hollywood.
Give your most handsome look to that camera.
Where I'll be bringing you the latest gossip from Tinseltown all the way up to a mile high.
I didn't get any injuries. Okay. I was okay. I was doing a little dancing, things, you know.
Check us out every Friday live at 12:30 p.m. on The Met Report.
Welcome back. Now joining us for entertainment is not Professor Harold, but Dave Reiser. What's going on, Dave?
Hey Metro, I'm Dave Reiser for this week's Entertain Met, where everything is made up and the points don't matter. Did the Duchess of Cambridge, Kate Middleton, accidentally reveal the gender of her unborn child? I don't care, because I'm an American. Take graphic. That's right, America. Now for some news about an American export to England. Justin Bieber, they can keep him. Disappointed folks in London Monday, and it wasn't people who have musical taste. That's normal for him. No, this time it was his fans that he disappointed. He showed up 2 hours late to his concert, causing the crowd to boo like a pack of wild animals. The raucous boos were due to tween angst, but mostly it was parents who had to spend an extra 2 hours at a Justin Bieber concert. No one likes to go to court, and it's easy to get bored while you're there, but nobody gets as bored as Los Angeles Clippers forward Lamar Odom. While attending his child custody hearing on Tuesday, lawyers left the room to talk about the case, and Odom stretched out on a bench and fell asleep. Some people say that this is a poor way for him to convince a judge that he deserves custody of his children, but I disagree. Odom made a strong case for himself by demonstrating that he was dedicated to his children's nap time. Reports later made up by me indicate that he did a great show and tell presentation and then later made a fantastic paper snowflake out of an affidavit. Comedian and host of The Daily Show, Jon Stewart, will be taking an extended hiatus from the show this summer to direct a film that he has written called Rosewater. The film will tell the story of Maziar Bahari, a journalist who spent 118 days in an Iranian prison under suspicion of being a spy in 2009. Stewart will try his hand at something other than comedy, which may not be a bad thing for anybody who saw him in Death to Smoochie. While he is on his hiatus this summer, Daily Show correspondent and British expat John Oliver will colonize the desk until Stewart returns. Oliver hosting the show will be pretty interesting because if I know one thing about the British, and I do, it's that they're all wizards. Now, John Oliver may make reporting look like magic, but reporting can be hard, as one young BBC reporter found out while interviewing Mila Kunis for the movie Oz the Great and Powerful. Luckily for him, Mila is a good sport. Roll tape.
Seriously, I'm petrified, but shall we?
So far, you're doing a great job.
Really?
No, but we'll see what happens.
Okay. In the nicest possible way, did you enjoy being ugly for once? Because generally, like, you know, you're hot. And one of my mates, Sir Dosser, he
Sir
writes...
Dosser? His name is Sir Dosser. I love him already.
I don't know if I'm doing the right thing here at all. And
This is the best interview I've had today.
the thing is
What's
with the
your
boys,
favorite beer?
how quickly can you neck a pint?
Oh, pretty fast. I used to bartend.
My mate Dicko is... he's getting married soon.
Oh, good for him.
And he did say I could get like a +1 to his wedding.
Yeah.
And now I think about it, I'm not going to get many more chances to
You
do
would
this.
have asked me to go with you to this wedding?
I'm just wondering, have you ever dropped trout at a wedding? Mila, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I hope that was all right.
I had a great interview.
You know, you say that reporting is not an easy job. Mila Kunis sure made it look pretty easy right there.
That would be someone who I would love to interview. That'd be great.
I have my interview set up for next week, so watch for that.
Can I be your cameraman?
I really don't.
I want to be your cameraman.
I don't.
In his mind, he does.
Coming up after the break, find out if the men's and women's team are able to advance to the Final Four of the Big RMAC tournament that took place right here in downtown Denver.
From the Colorado School of Mines in Golden.
To Black Hills State University in South Dakota.
To Colorado State University in Pueblo.
For more than 100 years.
The Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference
has stood for excellence in the classroom and on the playing field.
With 14 great colleges and universities.
Student athletes in the RMAC achieve on a national stage.
While earning their college degrees.
The Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference, continuing the tradition of excellence.
Welcome back. We now send it to Paula Ruelas, who will update us on how our teams are doing.
Thanks, Ben. Well, Tuesday kicked off the RMAC tournament, and our very own men's and women's teams hosted the action here at the Auraria Event Center. We're going to start with the number 2 seed women's team, who faced number 7 seed and rival Colorado School of Mines in the all too important quarterfinal round, where the winner advances and the loser goes home. The Roadrunners started strong in their matchup against Mines, with Kristen Valencia scoring their first points of the night. Emily Wood with this downtown jumper gives Metro the quick advantage. Wood gave the Orediggers some trouble as she racked up 16 points on the night. Courtney Gallo helped the Orediggers close the gap just a little with this long ball, but the Runners would dominate the first half, going into the break with a 19-point lead, 43-24. Second half now, and Metro kept the scoring coming. Valencia finds sister Brandy Valencia, who makes the bucket. And finally, this Autumn Chedester long shot helps Metro seal the win. The Roadrunners take round 1 of the RMAC shootout 75-55. Coach Have, how do you think this win will affect the team?
It just gives us confidence, you know, and not only confidence, but can motivate you for, now we're in that Final Four in the RMAC, and that's your goal. You always want to keep winning and keep playing in March. So, but the way that we played, the attitude that we had, just, yeah, it's very satisfying. Very proud of our girls, the coaching staff and the team.
The women advance to the semifinal round, where they'll battle against Colorado Christian at 5:30 p.m. tonight in Grand Junction. Now, the number 1 seed men's basketball team also played in the RMAC tourney Tuesday night, but they faced number 8 seed Colorado Christian instead. And just like the women, they were up against a win or go home situation. Let's see if they were able to nab a victory. It was an exciting night at the Auraria campus as the Roadrunners and the Cougars faced off. Senior Jonathan Morse had his 10th double-double of the season, helping Metro get the early lead, scoring this offensive rebound. He would have 10 of those on the night. Brandon Jefferson with the long 2 helps Metro increase their lead even more. Junior guard Kyle Weaver was a key player for the Cougars and helped CCU turn the game into a nail-biter. His 3-pointers would help decrease Metro's lead by only 1 point, 61-60. Despite the fight CCU gave in the second half, the runners were just too good and maintained the lead the whole way through, taking the win and bumping the Cougars out of the tournament. Final score, 87-75. Coach Clark, what helped the team win tonight?
We had really good balance tonight. You know, like you said, we had a nice inside attack, and it seemed like when we went away from the inside thing, our guards were getting inside. They were aggressive, and they drew fouls in the beginning of the game. You know, we got a really balanced team. We got a lot of guys that can contribute, and that showed tonight.
The win gives the men an overall 25-2 record and advances them in the RMAC tournament, facing Mesa State at 7 p.m. tonight, and it will be here at the Auraria Event Center, so don't miss it. Now, you know what else the RMAC tournament means? That's right, end of the season awards, and 3 prominent figures here at Metro State were awarded distinct honors. After leading the team with 241 rebounds, averaging 8.6 per game, and a team-high 52 steals, it's no wonder senior guard Kristen Valencia was named the RMAC Defensive Player of the Year. Valencia is the first player in Metro State history to earn that award. Senior center Jonathan Morse was named the RMAC Player of the Year. Morse averaged 14.4 points per game, shooting 52.6%, and grabbed a team-high 8.8 rebounds per game. Morse is also the 5th Roadrunner to earn the RMAC Player of the Year honors, joining Jesse Wagstaff and Mark Worthington. Men's basketball head coach Derek Clark was awarded Coach of the Year, leading the Roadrunners to a 25-2 overall record. The third-year head coach has already taken his team to back-to-back NCAA appearances and led the team to a #1 national ranking for a school record 5 straight weeks.
All night long and do it all again so I can find my way back home.
The sun seems to shine a little less since you've been gone.
You were the one I wanted. Don't stray, don't ever go away.
I'll just smile and everyone will wanna go with it. Oh.
Coming up. Give us just a second. Thank you.
For Met Report Music, we traveled up to Lucky Joe's Sidewalk Saloon in Fort Collins, caught up with local musician Bryce Rujak, and found out what got him caught up in the music scene.
I just fell in love with music and being able to do everything solo and everything like that. And so I wanted to really get it going. And I fell in love with country music about the same time. And so that's kind of what made me want to pick up an acoustic guitar for the most part.
Rujak is currently a student at Colorado State University and getting ready to graduate. But with the struggles of school, he has found a way to use music to get away.
Music's more of a stress reliever for me. So when I'm busy with school and everything like that, I'll tap into the guitar playing and writing music and everything. You know, even in the busiest times of school, music is definitely that one thing that can get me off in a land of nowhere.
This country boy just isn't strictly country playing, but will listen and play just about any type of genre.
I mean, any musician loves every kind of music. You know, it's one of those things where music is music, and so you know you get to know it and everything like that. So I play all sorts of music, but country music is definitely the genre that rules my life.
Everyone has many different songs on their iPod, but Bryce, of course, has his own guilty pleasure songs.
Not a huge Taylor Swift fan or anything like that, but there is some Taylor Swift on my iPod because that girl can write some music. But probably even like the Gangnam Styles and all that make it on my iPod.
He plays many different cover songs when at Lucky Joe's, but always has a few that he writes himself.
Any musician needs to get going with that, and I love writing my own music, you know, and getting myself out there. So, yeah, and what inspires me, I guess, is any daily life thing. It's amazing what can inspire you.
The song he has written is inspired by something many can relate to.
Smile That Smile, which I'm sure y'all see. Y'all see it. So, Smile That Smile is the newest one, and that's inspired by a girl. You know, a lot of songwriting stuff is inspired by stuff like that, but that's my newest one.
Now joining us in studio is Bryce Rujak playing Smile That Smile. Bryce, take it away.
your pretty face. It simmers in that sun. Them loaded eyes got a kick like a 12-gauge shotgun. I know what the future holds. A couple beers and a cornfield back road. Drink that drink and smile that smile. Put a country song on the radio dial. Take a trip to who knows where. Set up shop in the middle of nowhere. We try to get some homemade wine. Johnny Cash, baby, cry, cry, cry. The only thing that's on my mind is how you drink that drink and smile that smile. Crackadon County Road, around 93. I go to work, she packs a lunch for me, and she knows what I like. A crawfish boil and a backyard bonfire. So drink that drink and smile that smile. Put a country song on the radio dial. Take a trip to who knows where. We set up shop in the middle of nowhere. We try to get some homemade wine. Johnny Cash, baby, cry, cry, cry. The only thing that's on my mind is how you drink that drink and smile that smile. Turn around as the sun goes down. Wrap your lips around a glass full of Coke and Crown, and then kiss mine and feel that fire. And drink that drink and smile that smile. Put a country song on the radio dial. Take a trip to who knows where. We set up shop in the middle of nowhere. We truck to get some homemade wine. Johnny Cash, baby, cry, cry, cry. The only thing that's on my mind is how you drink that drink and smile that smile.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of the Met Report. For Peter Aragon, Dave Reiser, Paula Ruelas, Jake Holgerson, Bryce Wujak, and the whole Met Report staff, I'm Benjamin Smith, and we'll see you on campus.
Radio's bumping in my 97 Chevy, baby sitting shocking, looking all sorts of birdie. Got the windows rolled down, gonna tear up this town. Let's take a little ride down Spring Creek Trail, get a little tipsy in the summertime, and strum a 6-string tune on a Friday night. Pass around the crowd, we see the light. A quarter after 9, it's 20 past the liquor. I smile at my baby, the cuddle up beside me, make a little loving. Eyes. When tipsy turns to drunk, it's a hell of a night. Jack and Jim flowing at Jack's Creek, jacked up trucks and torn up Jeeps, and Jack cool grill with the southern mesquite, and bonfire porch that you better believe. Honky tonk tops when they're flinging the hat. Torn jean shorts and tank top dancers with their hair let down. Gonna tear up this town. Let's take a little ride down Spring Creek Trail, get a little tipsy in the summertime, and strum a 6-string tune Friday night. Pass around the crowd, we see the light. Quarter after 9, it's 20 past the liquor. Smile at my baby, the cuddle up beside her, make a little loving, get lost in her eyes. And tipsy turns to drunk. tight and do need a ride. Shooting whiskey with the fellas, she's my kind of bride. Let's take a little ride down Spring Creek Trail, get a little tipsy in the summertime, and strum a 6-string tune on Friday night. Pass around the crown, Dixie Delight, 9:15 and 20 past 11.